Welcome back, my dear friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing Sudden Strike. Sexy Sudden Strike. When we're playing Hidden Stroke 2. A game based on Sudden Strike 2 engine. Moving on. Last time we started chopping them trees to make some starting position for our tanks to move from. But to be honest, I'm just gonna wait a little bit, bomb the crappy positions that the enemy has, just to soften up certain of these locations, as you can see, and then take it away from the enemy. Definitely these locations are long and beautifully defended by the enemy. This is the weakest one from what we hear. We shall actually see if that is true. Now, I have some orders. In this location here, we position mostly artillery guns and stuff like that. In terms of artillery, we only have mortars. We have the Katyusha, which is right here, being fed nicely. Already actually fed by two engineering trucks. And this thing, for one rocket, takes 300 ammunition. 300 ammunition just for one rocket. Of how many rockets? 48, 49, I can't see the number. Jesus. Anyway, that aside, I mean, we have the ISU 152, which is, I'm guessing, as an artillery for us, like 122. So it should open fire the moment they actually see the enemy. They have a long ass range. And that's it. That's actually quite it. This is it. This is it. So we now just move in with some men, with some submachine gunners, riflemen, just to see what we can see up front, because we need a sight towards these locations. They are kind of guarded in terms of we can't directly see. There seems to be a bunker. Good. Again, lots of sandbags, probably a lot of AT guns everywhere, at least 2 for each of these parts. And maybe 88s, we do not know, which is great because we do not know. We have to actually look out for this lieutenant, I believe, because he's the one that can't die. If he dies, it's a GG, because I believe that's the dude that has to survive. But considering we only have one sniper and one officer with the binoculars, it's very important to keep these guys alive. So I'm gonna move in my sniper, which is on this bottom location, as you can see him. He will be moving slowly but surely with some men. Now the problem is, and always will be, the enemy artillery. They're gonna randomly just drop some nukes on us, and that's gonna probably kill our important units, like sniper, like anyone. Truly, I mean, that's again the thing to the Hidden Stroke too. I mean, specifically in terms of the units, the infantry is very weak, very weak against anything, in all honesty. I mean, their health pool is non-existent, if you will. The moment the freaking nade drops or a shell, they will die. I have repeated this hundreds of times, but I think it needs to be known. I mean, who knows, maybe you're watching for the very first time and you say, why do they die so fast? That's why. That's specifically Hidden Stroke. Now mind you, all the Sudden Strike games have that. I mean, the infantry is not OP as fuck, but they actually have some kind of a survivability. They don't just die like that, outright, disappear into the eons of space. That doesn't happen in other games. And again, the problem arises that that the enemy, of course, sees us. We can't see them, but again, they are kind of opening a way for us a little bit. As you can see, destroying the trees and all the good stuff. So as we cannot really get here, we do have the Katyusha, which is control 5, and we shall bomb these locations. Which locations exactly? I'm gonna continue bombing these locations. Maybe I can go for the angle part and go down, because that's gonna give us a massive insight. If we can get over here, we can see everyone down the line, and that's a GG immediately for the enemy, as that complete defense is gonna be neutralized that way. Again, the exact damage done by Katyusha is unknown as of yet. The exact damage on the target that we can actually maybe see and then say, oh, analyze, okay, that's how much they're gonna actually die from one rocket, for instance. We're yet to see that, of course. We're yet to see the enemy, first and foremost. Mostly they see us. Mostly they see us. So again, moving in. Not much of a choice there for us. Maybe we can suppress... No. Okay, these mortars are not really artillery thingy style. Fall back. You're already getting annihilated by the enemy. And again, I think that utilizing artillery at this point is the best way of doing this. That is specifically Katyusha. Because it seems the mortars are not opening fire. Those are 82mm mortars. We have the 80 guns that are 100mm guns. And I was honestly expecting that they have the same kind of a thing, the artillery attack, like, for instance, Katyusha. But they do not. They do not have that. Let's continue again feeding Katyusha, because Katyusha is going to fully suppress this location. There is a bunker, but the bunkers tend to be very hard to destroy or annihilate, at least the units inside. We have seen that in the very first mission at the very end. So again, problems will be, well, they will be there, definitely. Move in. And my sniper can't see shite, in all honesty. Wow, look at that. How do you see us that well? There has to be a massive amount of infantry everywhere, or they have a bunch of officers, generals even, with massive that overlook this entire area with their massive binoculars. But I'm not so certain. I think it's just because they're douchebags. Again, we can't do anything, so we're gonna be waiting a little bit of having fun with the Katyusha. We're gonna wait full again, reload, bomb the living crap out of the enemy. And that's it, because this is the only thing I am thinking about. That's the only thing we can really do. We have one artillery weapon, true artillery weapon. I can actually tell, hey, shoot over here, not over there. And we only have 3 engineering vehicles, it would seem. Yes. Awesome. Well, while Katyusha is being fed, let's us make a line and maybe even start moving towards this village. We have to capture this village, mind you. And then we have to capture the secondary line. This is supposed to be the western line. This line is supposed to be harder to take. If this thing is harder to take than this thing, than the eastern one, that's gonna be a problem, because we can't even get to the eastern one that close without getting killed by enemy artillery. And who knows how massive artillery guns they truly have inside the city or beyond the city. We do not know. So what I'm gonna be doing is concentrating my full force now, going through the woods, maybe following this little river of pain, this canal, and go towards the villages. The village doesn't look overly too big, so that might be not really well defended by the enemy. So first and foremost, we have to truly test that out. We're gonna be moving our soldiers through the forest. We have a lot of Su-85s, ISU-152 also. Oh, that's good. That's always good to have additional. Again, he will open fire. He has an artillery gun, as I said before, and I'm going to say it hundreds of times. That's our only artillery in this sector. Again, he has to have the exact position of the enemy. Again, we cannot directly say it, shoot here, and shoot there, which is fine, I guess. Let's see, we have the IS-1s. This time around, we mostly compromise with T-34s, IS-1s, and some SU tanks. And some specialized ISUs. Wait, we have the engineering wheels. Ooh, we do have one engineering vehicle here. That's okay. That's great, actually. That's actually great. Okay, so let's move on. Slowly but surely. Again, we do not know what to truly expect in there. Su-85. T-34s. We have enough of those. T-34-76, and we have the T-34-85 model. I'm gonna go for the lesser models. But to be honest, again, the T-34s are amazingly good tanks. Cheap, easy, sexy, like a beast. A very well-known tank indeed. And we shall utilize it. Now again, you can actually carry people like this, and they will give you an insight for the tank itself. You don't really have to pop up your commanders that way. The more men you have, you truly have a larger insight towards the enemy. I want some guys to cover this location. There is a mill of sort, or not a mill. Well, what? The water wheel mill. There, that's what. I'm gonna move one of our gunners. That'll be the Pt.6 forward. Gonna spread our men left and right slowly. As I said, this is gonna be a very slow mission. Mistakes were made in the last mission at the very end where we lost so much. But again, you would say, well, it's at the very end, but we weren't really at the very end. We had a lot of things to take care of on the airfield itself. And I lost a huge chunk of tanks, especially because we had troubles with the bunkers, and the bunkers themselves proven to be very difficult to annihilate with any. I mean, 122mm guns were opening fire constantly upon that. That were the IS-2s with 122s. The IS-1s have the 85mm gun, I believe. Anyway, slowly moving in, getting close to the village. Good, good, go. With no support from tanks at the moment, but we're moving. Tanks, T-34s, go, go, go. They're gonna go through the wooden area, that is through the forest. What do we have? We have the Maxi machine guns, again, nothing really helpful. I'm gonna be moving the ISU 152 here. He will have enough of a range if we do notice enemy stuff to open fire. Okay, let's... That is, again, we do have the ability to distribute our men based on the building, on the level of the building and all that, so we can really oversight the big portion of the map with one man. But if you have more, it's easier because every soldier will take one window, so to speak. It's an interesting concept, I guess. We're gonna bring another soldier in there just for in case. Now our middle again is defended by a bunch of infantry. We have a corporal, a sexy beast indeed, but has no binoculars, which is always a problem. We have the KV-1S. That's the only KV-1 we have. Well, the only KV tanks we have. Well, tank that we have at the moment. Okay, let's position the IS-1s in defensive posture, and they're gonna be controlling this area. That is only if the enemy tries to do something smart in an attack, but I'm not feeling they're gonna be attacking again. Still, just for in case, you know, just for in case. Now we're getting a tad bit closer towards the enemy village. Possible enemy activity in that village. Okay, let's again bomb the living crap out of these locations. We need to do this constantly. While we are doing that on the eastern part, western part, we're gonna be moving our man and slowly doing something. It's just standing there and waiting for Katyusha to get resupplied. Whatever she does over there, whatever damage she does, it's gonna be significant. At least I believe. I do not know. I do not know because we do not yet know the true effect of the artillery guns in this game. And we already lost a bunch of men. They definitely have an insight over here. That's nice of them that they're trying to kill us a little bit. I do not have a problem with that. Move in. Move in, excellent. So they probably have an actual insight. Yep, they do have something. A bunch of men. How do you have that kind of a vision towards us? That's ridiculous. Okay, attack on the left flank. Attack on the left flank. Are they attacking us? Yes, they are. Or we are attacking them. I hope we are attacking them. Let me see. Big map. Big map tells us everything. Spread our men. If they're trying to attack our left flank, we're fucked. Attack on the left flank. It sounds like they're attacking me, not me attacking them on the left flank. And you see, already lost a huge chunk of men. And that, my friends, is the problem of Hidden Stroke. You really need to be careful with infantry. And we lost. Oh my god. They are attacking on the left flank with everything they have through the forests. And the the ISU 152 opening fire upon the enemy. Great. This was a disaster already. Beautiful, beautiful stuff indeed. And lost another T-34. Well, I did not expect this to happen from that side. I mean, hell, left flank and the oh, what happened? Welcome back. Sorry about that. The game actually crashed for the very first time. I have a feeling that because I did not install the patch, this is gonna be a painful experience. So yeah, we are playing on the basic version of the game. When I started doing the thing, I didn't expect to actually want to continue the damnable walkthrough, this bullshit, playthrough, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, awesome stuff. If this continues, this is gonna be an amazing experience in itself. So again, I have repositioned everything, done everything that I could. If we win, if we lose, it's gonna be your fault. So okay, let's continue on bombarding the enemy. I hope I have enough of ammunition to do this constantly with Katyusha, and I'm hoping I'm actually feeding Katyusha well. Yes, my engineering vehicles are completely empty. This is not a good thing. This, my friend, is not a good thing. We can, but that's okay, because if we can concentrate on the left flank, because I didn't expect this is a left flank with my left flank, but then I was expecting this entire thing to be a left flank for us or the enemy. That is specifically at this point. But anyway, so yeah, we concentrate on this while we have fun with the enemy. To be honest, I would like to immediately drop the ammunition, because the ammunition will be the most important thing now for us, for Katyusha specifically. So where to drop? Where do I know that this thing ain't gonna die immediately the moment it enters the enemy flag? I'm not gonna drop it immediately here. I'm gonna drop it on the open space where I know it's gonna win the situation. And only had one down over transfer. Like, come on, we are winning the war, and yet we cannot allow ourselves to have a huge chunk of ammunition everywhere. Thank you, god damn it, thank you very fucking much. I'm gonna again send some men here. We might get outflanked when we start moving on the left, on the eastern part, so that alone could pose a problem if they do that. And unbelievable, honestly, why do you even try to give me spare parts? Just give me ammunition. I truly do not need spare parts at all, or fuel. What the fuck? Do we have a fuel? No. Why do we have a fuel when we do not require fuel? Do we require fuel? Do our vehicles require fuel? No, they don't. So what the fuck, game? Why do you give me resource for stuff? It doesn't matter. I'm guessing this is gonna look like a spare parts or some shit like that. Or maybe the patch did that. Who knows? Fuck them. We have some ammunition crates, which is very important, of course. Almost full. You're completely empty. Actually, all my engineering trucks are completely empty. And how much? 5,000 per ammunition crate. That's just glorious. Well, it's okay. We'll still open this beautiful thing. We'll still utilize Katyusha for as long as possible to break this point here. So continue opening fire, Katyusha. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna be starting to save and save and save and save constantly now. If we are in that moment where the game is starting to crash constantly, we need to do this. So last time, the moment we start moving, the enemy sent in their reinforcements or something against us on the left flank. So let us send something towards them, like nothing. Let's wait them out, and if they dare do something cool, we'll kill them. Again, we have a lot of support. I positioned the 76s in front while my bigger guns are behind. So again, they do have a bigger range and all that, so it's all good. I know if I need to provoke the enemy with the tanks, so they attack us from that left side completely. We'll see soon enough. Move in. This is gonna be a slaughter, though. I'm gonna say it immediately. This is gonna be a breaking point for us, because we're gonna be losing a lot of men to this bullcrap. Yep, there you go. Fall back immediately. Fall back. We'll need every man available, because they're gonna be attacking on the left flank. We do need some view towards the enemy, so some of you have to stay. You have to sacrifice yourself for your motherland, for fatherland, for hinterland, for whatever land you live in. It's amazing. It's gonna be amazing, guys. It's okay. You will die once and it's not gonna be painful down the line at all. So yeah, let's see the Panzer IVs moving in. As long as they're now Tigers, I'm fine with it. But let's see this crap happening. If it happens, So that's the question. Will they truly be moving towards us from this? Yes, they will. And they see us already. How douchebaggy of them. And yes, what do we have here? A Nashorn with men on top. Men on top. Interesting indeed. See, they see us. They so see us. I do not know how to counter this bullshit. And wow, one shot and it's a GG. I hope they're opening fire upon the enemy Panzer IV. Go, go, go. I hope I don't lose because backing up, yeah, it's gonna be painful, this T-34-76. I did not want you to move. Oh my god, why do you all move? Fuck me, why? Since when are you moving on your own? So, oh my god, Panthers and everything just raping us here. Fuck you, game. Fuck you in the ass. Thankfully we saved. I knew this would become a problem. So many men already dead, guys. So many men already dead. That's okay. We're kind of annihilating. Okay, a lot of Panzer IV-H down, Panther down, a lot of Panzer IV down, everything is down, good stuff. Okay, at least we're holding them. At least we're holding them. I don't think they're gonna have a huge chunk. They shouldn't have the fucking huge chunk. After all, we're winning the goddamn war, not the Germans. So why do they have like a gazillion of men? Is the question. Move in. Move in. Support. The IS-1s will move in a little bit. They need to shoot them bastards. Can't really roll really to risk on my infantry, though. It would seem I have to. It would seem that's the point. I need to put my infantry in front to annihilate the enemy. And it would seem we did a nice job up on the enemy, but I feel I have hundreds more right here. And we can't even, of course, see them at the moment, but we will see them soon. Funny enough, they didn't really do much damage on the left flank here, of the left flank, so that's good. Let's save again. Because now, from now on, we are saving like nobody saw. And that's gonna be a nice save screen every goddamn time in the thumbnail. So yeah. Yeah, did we? Yes, we did. Finally. I hope. Yes, we're full again. Almost. Not really. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Okay, you can open fire freely, even though you can't fire at anyone, but that's fine. Let's drop these crates. I do have some crates here. Then I only have 2 engineering vehicles for some reason. I cannot, for the love of God, see where the fuck is the third one. Holy shite. Did we lose the third one somewhere along the line? It has to be near here, right? Nope. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It can't be that I lost. I hope he did not die. I truly motherfucking hope, because I can't see the fucker. Losing engineering vehicles now from what? I have no clue. Well, okay, you know what? Screw it. Move on. Nothing we can do about that. If we lost the engineering vehicle, we lost the damnable thing. I should actually... Oh, there you are, you son of a bitch. Why do you hide? I'm guessing when I pressed on the ammunition crate, I already did that with one of the other engineering vehicles that were there, and they collected that before he can reach, and then he stopped completely because he's a noob. I will not waste my beautiful trucks at all. In terms, I will not risk them to die, because in all honesty, we will be needing maybe to transport more ammunition down the line. You can see immediately now going everywhere just to collect a little bit of ammo like a peasant. He truly is. But that is fine, because we're gonna wait again and bomb the living crap out of that location. Again, because that would seem they really are heavy on this one. I mean, they're probably heavy in every single one of them. Even though they have maybe 180 gun, they have an unbelievably good sight towards us. I don't know how, but they have that. and we need to destroy also some trees in front, so we actually have a direct sight towards them. I don't know how they have the sight towards us. Just I have no idea how do they succeed. What kind of magic do the Germans utilize? I have no clue about that, but maybe we'll find out soon enough. Did you pick up everything? Yes, you did. Move on. Okay, so let's see. Not huge chunk. We'll go back. Collect. Full. Excellent. My Katyusha is ready to open fire again. On the same location. And then again on the same location. And then again on the same location. And then again on the same location. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It is gonna be amazing. Okay, right here maybe now. Maybe we'd hit the bunker and do a good damage. But again, I don't think the bunker is gonna feel the pain. I just don't think the bunker will actually feel the pain. I mean, the spread of Katyusha is massive, but if we had 15 of these, this would not be a problem. Well, it would be in terms of resupplying, but yeah. Still. Okay. Did a good job there, guys. Did a good job. Beautiful. Fall back. Resupply for what's left of the ammunition crate. And yes, you see, we have actually pushed the Germans back. Lost all the T-34-76 versions. Sadly, they were moving on their own. I do not like that. I don't remember them being so active for that. Like, no, I know in Hidden Stroke to Resource War, the mod, that is, the tanks tend to turn their asses towards the enemy for some reason, or sides. I have no idea why. So they're looking at the enemy tank or enemy infantry, and they immediately turn their asses. I think that's kind of a bug I never saw before in any Soundstrike, and it doesn't exist much in any other Soundstrike. Soundstrike 1, Soundstrike 2, and even in Hidden Stroke. But here we have to, it seems to say, do not fucking move. Like, do not move. Like, that's a strange thing. Usually they never do that. They don't have that kind of auto AI which does everything itself, like in, for instance, Man of War. You know, to try to hide and all that. So that's great, I guess. Not really, but I get great, I guess. Okay, so now we are gonna back to the position that I wanted to do from the very goddamn start, to start attacking the village. The village is probably, again, very well defended, has a lot of enemy stuff, and we'll have to, this time around, risk the IS-1s and SU tanks, as we lost all the T-34-76 tanks. This is a problem. We have to take both parts, the eastern and the western, before we get true reinforcements. And yeah, we do have some T-34-85 versions, but again, these are the big boys. Let's not joke around. These are the big boys, the big Kahuna burgers. Now that we're kind of safe, I guess, we can make a new line here and move in slowly but surely. I want you guys to move to this location, go down here, and give me a good insight upon what the fudge is happening. Because now we have to spread our forces, our infantry. So I don't want to risk an enemy attacking us from this crossroad. It's gonna be a bad mojo. Because I'm thinking also utilizing this road here and going into the village instead of going with my tanks through the forested areas. But the forested areas are good in terms that we do still have a cover of line of sight, that 4 line of sight from the enemy, but all of a sudden they see us always. So you can say, well, it doesn't really work. Now, does it? Hell's motherfucking bells, I guess you're right. Maybe, no, again, as you can see, we have to move away a little bit to be able to open upon those locations. Let's open on these locations. Let's see if we can destroy some trees there and stuff like that. Move in. Yeah, you're missing the tree. The tree. Oh, motherfucker. And yeah, immediately opening fire on us. This is a... Like, that means we did not kill an AT gun specifically or some kind, or maybe a tank. There maybe have a bunch of tanks over there. We don't really have even a scout. So I would expect now, man, this is 1945, we should have huge chunk of bombers. I guess it will be too easy, but still, you know, like... You know, I mean, there's definitely going to be a moment because, I mean, few freaking missions, the last missions are going to be battling Berlin, and you would expect to at least have by now a huge chunk of bombers just left and right, bombing the fuck out of the enemy. I have no idea what my ally is doing there. They ain't going to do anything for the rest of the game, it would seem. And we have this, these locations, mein Gott, look at this bullshit. I hope they don't expect me to cross that. Oh wait, look at the objectives. Probably says capture the goddamn part beyond the other part that is a part of the other main part, which is the amazing part because it's amazing. So yeah. Okay, at the moment no enemy activity, or should I say nobody's shooting at us. That's what I want to say. Nobody's shooting at us. So that's great. Excellent. We have some men covering us. Move in. I'm just hoping they do not have overly too much artillery on these specific positions. Though the western part's supposed to have like a huge chunk of mortars, but I guess it's on both. It's on both. It's the same. This is not truly the western part because we're quite away from that defense line. So again, they have to have big 150 millimeter artillery guns or something. They probably have them, actually. They probably have. Why the fuck wouldn't they have it? Like, you know, like, it's just ridiculous. I do not like risking my IS tanks. Like, let's be honest, these are only beasts we truly have for now, and we're yet to even get to the to even capture one of the positions. The moment we capture one of the positions, I'm fine with it. I'm gonna be fine with it, but I hope the losses are not gonna be staggeringly big. I just hope that doesn't happen, because then I'm gonna cry like a little whore. And then that's gonna be the moment where I truly save like a little bitch constantly because of that factor. So this was the moment we started being bombed the crap by the enemy, I believe. Yes, that's the moment. The moment we got in here with T-34-76 level, suddenly everybody knows where we are. So that's the line. That's the line that the moment we cross, everything happens. So like, I lost T-34-76 at that point here. I was like, what the fuck happened? So we have enemy AT guns opening fire and the IS-1 opening fire. Mind you, IS-1 has 85mm, it's not 122, so... I'm truly hoping we'll be able to match whatever the enemy tries to do here. Save. Saving every second now. Every motherfucking second. That's how it's gonna be. Every time we start doing something important, we're gonna be saving. Something that will change the history. You know? So to speak. Move in slowly but surely with my tanks. Get the SU. What are you? 85? Oh wait, 100. Yeah, 100mm. We have some support. So I'm gonna position some infantry behind our main tanks. Just support to the moment we start losing the men in front, we can immediately move the men behind. This. Come on, spread out a little bit, for fuck's sake. You're not supposed to be that close to each other. What are you, girls? And did we at least annihilate something? I don't know. I'm not feeling it, that we did anything at the moment. But that's fine, yes. Yeah, their artillery is gonna be the main problem for me, the artillery. Yeah, there you go. Enemy moving in. Sexy like a beast. Drop down. Drop down. Thank you. The IS-1 opening fire. We have the enemy riflemen on our asses, more of them, always good. He's kind of in a blind spot here. Or should I say has a blind spot. He might get fucked. You know, not the good kind of a fuck. You know, but I guess if I can move my tanks, again as a support specifically. Get down. Most of the kills are gonna probably be from the enemy MG guns, should say the MG42s, 34s, whatever, and the artillery itself. I have a feeling that's how it's gonna be. 152, stay where you are, open fire whenever you can. I'll bring the rest of the paint towards the German lines. Move in. Thank you very much. Again, housings, maybe full on, on the ammunition. They probably are when they explode. Yeah, okay, what did we destroy? I think that we destroyed some... No, yeah, there was an AT gun. There goes the wreck of it, damn whole thing. Good, 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 good. Good, good, go. We have some beautiful infantry right front giving us a nice insight towards the village. Excellent. Now we can move in slowly but surely. Again, the long ranges of our guns should stay where they are, and for now I believe they're gonna do an amazing job. Though I don't feel that this IS is doing anything at the moment compared to this IS. So yeah. Move in. Move in. Go, go, go. We're gonna have this Su-85 on the side. T-34 slowly behind, moving in. That's my T-34-85, mind you. Now the 76, though it would be nice if we actually survived with the 76, because we really would need 76s just for this suicide charge at the enemy. I don't want this to really lose these bigger guns again. They're just specifically the best guns we can have in the goddamn thing. So again, I will try and make these guys, I'll make their survivability possible for the rest of this assault at least. Yep. Enemy opening fire, get down. And you die. Awesome. I love that. I just love that when that happens. Beautiful. We have the BA-10, I believe, on this location. Yes, we do. We need a BA-10. It's usually our scouting vehicle, so I'm gonna utilize that BA-10. We do have 2 trucks full of men again, so that's okay. That's actually not okay. It's awesome. It's great because we're gonna be having to utilize them now, as we did lose a bunch of them. Let me just be sure. Okay, we have a lot more Russians here. Excellent. Now we're going to be in charge. We're going to take the village, and that's where we're going to be ending the video. Just have to be a little bit careful before we get our men, our reinforcements. We have some medics here, 2 medics. Useless soldiers, but they have guns after all. They have the Matsunagan also, so hopefully they do their job well. Get down on the ground. Again, as you can see, the Pt.6 guys can't do that. They can't lie on the ground because they think it's too dirty, so that's why they won't do it. How do they see us? There is nobody inside the housings. Like, we can't see that shit. No, nobody. So they shouldn't have any sight towards us. And there is something over here. Ammunition crate. So they must have some kind of a position. AT gun probably here. We're not gonna risk that one. First we take the village. Gonna spread 2x2, 4x4, stuff like that. The good stuff. Stay where you are. Give us an insight. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that. I like that. Tanks behind. Move in. Beautiful. Beautiful. IS stay there. T-34 and the Su-85 are gonna be moving in slowly but surely. At least one objective to be done. Maybe we gain something out of that shit. Go. Do not stay in that one position. It will be too risky. Yes, we can hear the AT gun opening fire. Yeah, we can definitely hear the AT gun opening fire. I have no idea what they're shooting at. Good thing they know. Oh, full building of men. Germans everywhere. They're like cockroaches now. Oh, we have a flamethrower going in. Going in. Can he kill some? 2 flamethrowers. Oh, burn, bitches. Burn. Excellent job. This one is gonna die though. Get down. Good job. Village captured. Carry on, comrade. Watch out for hidden dugouts in the fields. I've already found 15 of those. I want to see if we might find the AT guns right here, because that's gonna be the thing that I want to get rid of immediately before we really charge in with the tanks. The fuckers still have some kind of an insight towards it. That's never a good thing. Check the house. Excellent. Did we get any kind of reinforcements? Fuck you, demon. I've captured a small village. And that's about it. Well, guys, I wish you the very best, and next time, more love.